Hello, AETA. Hello, everyone. I have three main memories of our dear colleague, Jill Jolliffe, to share tonight. First goes back to 1981. 1981, Jill and I were both invited by Fretilin to testify to the Permanent People's Tribunal in Lisbon. Jill testified on the 1975 Declaration of Independence. I testified on the destructive anti-Timorese role played in Australia by Whitlam, Santa Maria and others. I also took the opportunity to visit East Timorese refugees marooned in Portugal by the Indonesian invasion. Jill facilitated my visit to them in Cruz Quebrada on the outskirts of Lisbon and helped with interpretation into Portuguese. RAFT, R-A-F-T, the campaign to reunite in Australia's separated East Timorese, followed. RAFT helped grow the Timorese community in Australia and, by extension, to increase its advocacy here for Timor-Leste. Jill and I then collaborated over the years by exchanging pre-internet, handwritten, faxed or photocopied material, and some of this correspondence is stored in John Waddingham's remarkable chart archives. Jill also claims to have secured my starring role as the Portuguese priest Padre José da Costa Brum in Robert Connolly's movie Balibo, which is based on her eponymous book. Jill and the fate of her colleagues at Balibo are, of course, inextricably connected for all time. I also had a role in ensuring that Jill's contribution to East Timor is recorded for posterity in Timor-Leste's CAVR Truth Commission report, SHAGA. The East Timorese CAVR commissioners didn't need me to remind them. They either knew Jill personally or of her long and significant service to their cause. The SHAGA report describes her as an international authority on Timor-Leste. It references her at least 17 times, 10 times more than Pope John Paul II, who appears just above her in the index, and 15 times more than Sidney Jones, who appears just below her. That says it all. Lastly, I supported Jill's post-independence Living Memory project in Dili. Conceived with one of the CAVR commissioners, Jacinto Alves, the project recorded the stories of Timorese ex-political prisoners, including those detained at the old Kamaka prison in Dili that became the CAVR Centre. CAVR found that detention, torture and ill treatment were one of the most widespread violations of human rights committed during the war in East Timor. Jacinto Alves himself was a political prisoner, and Jill had advocated for him and other resistance detainees. We organised rooms for Jill's project in the CAVR complex and helped in other ways. This included providing power from our generator during Dili blackouts and precious internet access. Jill often came from her hot cell in the front of the building to my steamy cell down the back to say the internet had crashed again. Did I know what was going on? Probably not, though the server also occupied my cell. And could I help find the relevant IT personnel to get the show back on the road? Jill's Living Memory project was a neat fit with CAVR's inquiry into human rights violations. It also demonstrates her strong interest in preserving Timor-Leste's important but dispersed historical record, which of course she personally and richly contributed to through her activism and professional journalism and publication over many decades. Here's to you, Jill. Thank you, AETA.